How's it going, everybody? So last night I had a very vivid, and I think this was kind of a prophetic dream. I do not get dreams like this. I have been trading crypto, for the last decade, and I have never had a dream this vivid and clear. And so I felt like I wanted to share this with you guys. I did share this in our membership, but just something in my gut was like, I don't want you guys to pay for prophetic words that I feel like I get. So I'm going to cut off right here, and then I'm actually going to play a clip from the future forecast, which we just show our members. And I want to give you guys just these two words, one on XRP that was a very profound dream I actually had last night. And then I want to talk to you guys about silver. In my prayer time with the Lord, I continually see this vision coming up, and I think these are timely, and I need to release them to you guys. So we'll go ahead and roll that clip right now. I want to share one prophetic dream I felt like I had last night, which was very vivid. I don't maybe not call it prophetic, but it's just a very vivid dream. I've never had one this clear before. Then I want to share another one I've just had in a prayer time. So I want to do that in the beginning real quick here, and then I want to get really deep dive into the analysis, because I think you guys need to see the targets of where crypto could be dropping to here pretty soon. I'm glad everybody has followed me, or if you have, probably not everybody, but by getting some out and getting some into buy limits. I do think the market head down further. I do think the stock market could head down a little bit further. It's a really hard time right now, as we talked about in the inner circle yesterday, where there's a lot of macro metrics saying we're about to turn the corner and go into somewhat of a super cycle, but there's just some turmoil right now that we just don't know what's going to happen with the markets. And this is why we just need to reduce everything back down to risk management, guys. A portion in the market, a portion in buy limits, and that's where we need to make the plays, because those are the smartest decisions. Okay, I'll keep the screen on here. I'm just going to talk to you guys here what the dream was last night. So basically, I was sitting at a desk I was here, and I was looking at my computer, kind of on my phone at the same time, just like doing, probably on X, looking at some posts or whatever. And I look at my computer, and all of a sudden, all the tickers on the right-hand side, they all turn green. Like in a second, everything turns green. And immediately, I saw some other numbers there, but my attention went right to XRP. I saw clearly it had shot up to $29,000, 900 and something, with like 32 cents. I can't remember exactly what the hundreds and the penny was, but I know for certain it was $29,000, 900 or 800 and something, and a couple pennies worth. Right when I saw it in my dream, I was like, whoa. I literally said, whoa. Trying to reenact it. Whoa. And then I tried to get on my computer and log on to Coinbase on the computer to quickly withdraw the money. I'm like, man, this is a lot of money. So I went on, got in, and the account balance was $31 million in Coinbase. I clearly saw that. And I couldn't get it on Coinbase to work to withdraw the money. And so I grabbed my phone real quick that was sitting right there. I'm like, oh man, I got to get this out. And on my phone, I was even having a hard time. And as I was on my phone trying to tinker around with this, I looked over and I could see the balance. It had dropped about $13 million. So the price had shot up really quickly, but people were also selling from that price, and it was going back down too. And so I'm not trying to put a lot of weight on this, but it's just, I have never had dreams like I'm having in the last 6 months about cryptocurrency. And it feels like they are placed in my spirit on purpose. Now, there's two other parts of this dream that were interesting, is that in the dream, when I saw XRP, the charts on my screen, they shifted over to Bitcoin for just a second. I don't know how I can tell this to you guys, but sometimes you can see something, and although you don't know all the information, you just know everything. There's more information that you just know just by seeing something in a dream. Bear with me. I know it sounds weird, but the chart switched over. I knew for a fact that it was Bitcoin. And Bitcoin had this little green candle that went up, which was probably, I would equate to maybe about a 4%, like literally it was like this. It was almost a 4% move, but it was a green candle to the upside. So Bitcoin had hardly moved. But it looked like someone flipped a switch and everything just turned green. And XRP was at $29,000. I saw it like so vividly. The one other part that I want to mention is when I was looking at the charts, I could see off to the right side corner of my eye, like over here, I knew that there was a cryptocurrency that had a lot of zeros in it that had just done absolutely insane numbers, like over 1,000%. And in my instinct, I thought that was Shiba Inu. Okay, so that was a dream I had last night. I'm sometimes in the prophetic sphere. I'm not trying to say that was prophetic. Okay, like that's going to happen. I'm just saying, like, sometimes I'll get something and you guys will have confirming words that the Lord has spoken to you. But I just want to share that with you because it was so profound that I have a group of prophetic, a group that I created here. It's like a subgroup of Trade Confident of just some guys I've really come to trust and they operate in the prophetic as well. And I sent that to them at like 3:00 in the morning last night, right when I got up. So Crypto Kev, thank you for giving me a thumbs up or the fire emoji. I hope I didn't wake you up in the middle of the night there. So I thought that was interesting, and it just felt like there was going to come a time where there was going to be some, like, it was weird, guys. It was like everything was normal, and then all of a sudden, it was like, it felt like I was supposed to tell you guys, there is a suddenly, I'm not putting a date time on this, but a suddenly thing will happen where we will see prices increase. It's almost like a sudden event is what I felt in my dream. Okay, this next one, real quick, I need to draw out because the last 2 times I've just been like praying, and I know it sounds weird, but I'm like praying in tongues. I'm just like, just praying in the spirit. And I see this photo. It's like, it's coming up time and time again. So what the heck? I'm going to share it with you guys. And I'm going to try to draw this because it's so stinking hard in my mind to try to, okay, it's like this. It's like this. And I want to say, I mean, it goes way over here. And then it's like that. I'm going to have to remove some of that for a second. But, and then, okay. So let me put some color to this. You guys are going to see Bob Ross come out right now. So hold on. I'm trying to make this like 3D. This needs, okay, sure. So this is grass right here. Sorry, guys. You're like, what the heck did I sign up for? This $65 a month membership is whack. All right. Hey, you got a discount, so it's not that bad. Okay. Take a look at it. And these are walls, okay? Right here. I really feel like I'm supposed to do this justice, and that's why I'm doing this. And this is a dam right here. Like, I really felt like this was like the Hoover Dam. Okay. All right. Here is this vision I keep having over. It's been strong twice. I don't want to say over and over again. I'm not going to exaggerate anything here. Where I see this body of water that is being held back by a dam. Okay? And every time I have this, I feel so strongly that this water back here is silver. Okay? I'm sorry if you guys love gold. I'm not seeing this over gold. Maybe it is, but I'm just sticking true to what I see. It is absolutely silver. And in this, I see the water back here that is up against this dam. And I know when I see the dam, this dam right here, these are the 8 to 10 large banks that are taking huge short positions on silver right now. And every time I see this and I'm praying about it, I feel like the wall is literally impenetrable. Like, you cannot get through this dam. It's like the Hoover Dam. Like, no matter how hard you try to push the water through this, you cannot break those shorts on silver. You cannot break this dam. But when I'm praying, I see this, and I don't know why, I just like get giddy in my spirit. And I know it sounds so silly, but I literally see both times that what happens is a wave starts forming like this, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. And what happens is the wave keeps growing like this, and it goes higher. Let me pull this down here for a little bit. It goes higher up here, higher and higher, higher. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So what I end up seeing is I actually end up seeing all the water that's up here. That I did not mean to do that. That was way too big. All the water up here is starting to disappear. And then all the water back here is starting to just accumulate. And what I see happening is that there's like, something's going to happen where the water actually jumps over and completely, it doesn't matter how strong of a dam that they have built to try to suppress this. The water is this massive, massive tidal wave that ends up coming over the dam, and it's like the dam's not even there. It's like something supernatural happens where all the funds of where silver is supposed to be, it floods over like this. And it gets just distributed in its correct amount to the people that are holding. And it's like somehow silver it is released. And that's like the best way I can do it. It's like silver is unleashed, and it's able to flow into the masses at the correct valuations. And it has been so strong, guys. And I know I risk this coming out here and saying this because I know I sound so stupid to some of you. But genuinely in my heart, I feel like the Holy Spirit was like, you need to share these prophetic things. And I am actually waiting to hear back from Ryan today. My wife and I are buying some more silver. And so I know that silver, and I want to mention this. Jeff, I love Jeff. Jeff, if you're watching this, you're awesome, man. Jeff made a comment the other day. He's like, he said it in the kindest way. So if I don't say this kindly, I'm not doing him justice. But he's such a kind individual, and I value him so much. He's like, Travis, it's been like, I think I'm quoting correctly. He's like 10, 15 years, we've been hearing about silver, or the dollar collapsing, being devalued, and, the ramifications of gold and silver going up. And I love that he made that point, because it literally has been forever, and people have been talking about this for a while. I just feel something inside, guys, that under the Trump administration, we are finally going to see the dollar collapse. And I think it might happen soon. And I do think under the Trump administration, we are going to see silver released. We are going to see silver released past the shorts, and I wouldn't doubt if we see $40, $50, $60, $70 silver in a reasonable amount of time here, potentially by the end of the year. I feel this. I'll go on a limb. I feel it prophetically inside. I feel like I keep seeing this as I'm in the prayer time with the Lord. So I'm buying more silver in order to position myself, because I felt like when I sit down and I'm like, hey, God, you've blessed me with all the finances that I've had in my life. If you guys read Deuteronomy 8:18, I believe it is, it says, the Lord gives the ability to create wealth. It even says, like, man boasts in his ability, and my hands created this wealth, but it is the Lord that gave you the ability to create wealth. So when I sit down in my prayer time, I'm like, okay, Lord, yes, I've put a lot of physical work and mental ability into this, but you've even given me the mental ability to see the charts, to have health in my body, to let me even be alive, to even be here talking right now. All the wealth that you give me, I'm here to steward it. I do believe there's some money that he gives you where he's like, I don't care, it's yours. And it's your free will to do with what you want. I do think that's part of it. But the mass majority of this, guys, I am a steward of the wealth that he's given me, and I want to do proper with it. And when I get things like this, I feel like he's almost positioning me to say, okay, some of this wealth that I've given you, I'm giving you these visions to position you correctly. And I feel like one of these things is there's going to be a silver release. And it's going to be something literally like the hand of God's going to come over. We've never seen it. No one's ever gotten past those shorts. Nobody has ever gotten past the shorts on silver. Billions of dollars of shorts that aren't even backed by silver, by the way, on silver. So I do think it's going to break. And I'm taking a proactive approach here. And if this resonates with you guys, that's awesome. But I'll move now on to technical analysis. But I felt in my spirit I had to share that with you guys today before I moved on forward. All right, guys. So those are the two prophetic kind of visions that I had. Hope that blesses you guys. If you guys want to see more, you can definitely get a membership in the description. But I wanted to release these over you because I feel like these are timely words. And I think, well, I've already taken action on these words that I feel like the Lord has given me. So hope that blesses you. And I'll continue to share more as I get them from the Lord. All right, guys. God bless. Bye.